Hello everybody, Anna here today, or Anna here today with Applejack, and we're going to react to the next chapter of the Pride of the Apples called The Picnic. This is actually my favorite episode, so I can't wait to actually hear it again. So let's just go. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Chapter 4 The Picnic. Twilight and Fluttershy had gathered Rarity, Rainbow Dash, and Spike at the Golden Oaks Library for an assessment of their encounter with Calvados. They had just finished explaining Twilight's maneuver in calming his sudden temper, along with Applejack's following need to cut their visit short.
Well, that doesn't sound at all like our Applejack,
Rarity said worriedly.
I know she cares for family, but isn't it a bit extreme to throw you out like that?
Oh, she didn't throw us out, Rarity.
Fluttershy gently corrected.
She just needed some time to keep Cal calm, so he wouldn't, well, do something bad? I guess.
Rainbow Dash had been listening most of the time, seeming unable to comprehend what her friends had been talking about.
So, is he, like, crazy or something?
Rainbow Dash!
Twilight reprimanded.
That's a very insensitive thing to say. Calvados is autistic. That doesn't make him incompetent or insane.
Give me a break, Twilight.
Dash defended.
It's not like I know everything about autism, like you do.
Twilight sighed.
No. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. Even I don't understand as much as I should. And I've been reading every book that I can possibly find, subjects 3 times. In fact, I sent a message to Princess Celestia asking for more books on autism. Hopefully she'll get back to me soon, any sec.
Twilight was interrupted when Spike's cheeks suddenly swelled, then released a fiery green belch. From the light green ember, a rolled-up letter materialized, and he grabbed it out of the air.
Well, speak of the princess,
Spike quipped as he unfurled the paper and started reading out loud.
Dear Princess Twilight Sparkle, I am proud of you taking the initiative to learn all you can about a topic that is still very obscure in Equestria. There aren't many books on the subject of autism that I know of right off hoof, but I will do all I can to send you everything we can find from the Royal Canterlot Library. There should be a delivery of every relevant book available by tomorrow. Simply return the ones you already have copies of, along with whatever you are finished with. Good luck, Twilight. Sincerely, Princess Celestia.
Twilight smiled.
Excellent! We have a lot more to learn from tomorrow. And right now, we need all the help we can get.
Boring.
Dash moaned.
Who needs to read about taking care of kids? It's not that difficult. You watch them, you play with them, you take them out for a bite to eat, then you hand them back to the family and go home. You don't need a book for that.
Why, Rainbow Dash?
Rarity stepped in.
You ought to know by now how invaluable books can be. Besides, you should also know that Cal is not like other colts. He takes in things differently, and we simply must be careful around him.
Twilight nodded.
Exactly. Now remember, girls, it's Fluttershy's turn to bring some honey with her tomorrow, and Rainbow Dash has to go with her this time.
She turned to the latter with an emphatic look.
And remember, we have to be patient, calm, and understanding, no matter what happens.
Dash sighed, but gave a relenting nod.
All right. I don't get what autism is supposed to be about, but Applejack is one of us. We gotta stick together.
That's the spirit, Rainbow.
Fluttershy beamed.
And I'm sure you'll like Cal. He's so cute, and he's nice when you get to know him.
But you have to remember,
Twilight insisted.
it won't be easy to get to know him. He'll seem like his mind is a little
She struggled for the right words before settling on,
off the walls.
Ba 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 hee 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 ba, you got the music, da da dee na na nee na nee na da na 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 hee 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 hee.
This boy's bouncing off the walls.
Applejack kept her stressed thoughts to herself. Calvados galloped back and forth from the front door to the kitchen, stopping long enough to run in place and make funny noises, making himself giggle. He'd been told earlier that the house rules included no running in the house, but he hadn't listened to, or rather hadn't retained, any pony's warnings and continued running. Big Mac had tried to obstruct his path and face him, but that was met with more of Cal's upset cries. In the end, Granny Smith had allowed Cal to burn off his excess energy as long as there was nothing nearby he could knock over. Applejack and Applebloom had attended to that. At least, they thought so. Giggling and galloping back into the living room, Cal inadvertently brushed a shoulder against a table next to the kitchen entrance. It, along with the lamp on top of it, wavered around on the spot. Applejack dove toward the table just as the lamp fell off and caught it just before it hit the floor. Cal turned toward Applejack and saw what had happened. However, he didn't seem to understand that he'd been the cause and started giggling again, thinking his big sister was just being silly. Applejack sighed as she put the lamp back on the table.
Applejack? It's funny?
Doggone it, Cal! I told y'all not to run in the house!
She couldn't handle another 2 weeks of this. As much as she loved her brother, getting through to him was something she could never do, and she wasn't sure she could learn before something worse happened than just a broken lamp. She turned toward Cal and saw him sitting in front of the door, his front hooves over his ears and an upset look on his face.
Oh, darn it all, Applejack.
She cursed herself.
You should know better.
She calmly approached Cal and took his hooves off his ears.
I'm sorry, Cal. I didn't mean to scare you like that.
Noise?
Cal asked worriedly.
No, it's okay. The noise is gone, I promise. It's just, I told you shouldn't run, honey. You could knock something over, or you could trip and hurt yourself. You don't want to do that.
Wanna do that?
No, you don't, Cal. I just want you to be safe. That's all. I don't want you to get hurt.
Get hurt? I'm sorry.
Those last 2 words hit Applejack square in the heart. Dr. Lies had taught Cal how to apologize if he'd ever seen someone he thought he'd hurt. Cal had taken this to mean that anyone that looked upset to him deserved an apology, whether he was at fault or not. Applejack took a shaky breath and pulled her brother into a tight hug. Cal hugged her back, nuzzling her ear like he had done yesterday with Big Mac. He may not have had a care in the world, but Applejack's worries would only get worse from here. Cal's safety took up the bulk of it, but her feelings about his behavior around others encased it like a cocoon. The Apple siblings both turned to the sound of a knock on the door. As soon as the two parted, Cal took off and hid behind the couch, occasionally peeking up over the arm.
Oh, Cal, don't be frightened.
Applejack tried to calm him.
Just some pony at the door is all.
She got up to answer it and saw 2 Pegasi on the other side.
Oh, Fluttershy. Rainbow Dash.
Applejack greeted them.
How y'all doing?
Fluttershy smiled.
Good morning, Applejack. We're here to help you watch Cal today.
Yeah, I know. Come on in.
Applejack allowed her 2 friends in. Fluttershy walked in, and Rainbow Dash hovered.
So, I guess Twilight's had a chance to talk to you about Cal?
Oh, yes.
Fluttershy nodded.
You don't have to worry at all. We're all ready for anything that might happen.
I doubt it.
Applejack tried to hide her frown.
Hey, there he is.
Dash exclaimed, hovering over to the end of the couch Cal hid behind. She sat down and reached a hoof out.
Hey there, buddy. Remember me? Rainbow Dash? Nah, of course you do. I tend to leave an impression on ponies. So, how's it going, pal?
Cal simply threw his hooves over his eyes and gave a gentle whine.
Rainbow Dash.
Fluttershy gently admonished.
Remember what Twilight said. He's not very social. You can't get so familiar with him so quickly. Let him warm up to you first, okay?
She then approached Cal and applied the same gentle tone.
Hello, Cal. It's okay. Don't be scared. I want to be your friend. Can I be your friend?
Cal slowly lowered his hooves, but he kept his eyes down as he replied,
Be your friend?
Fluttershy grinned.
Yes, your friend. My name is Fluttershy.
And fly, shy?
Oh, you're so cute. It's okay. That's close enough.
Why does he do that? That thing where he repeats whatever you just told him? What even is that?
Dr. Lee's told us about this too. He does it to learn more words and how to talk to ponies by imitating them.
That's right. I remember Twilight talking about this too. I think she called it echolalia. Lots of autistic foals do it.
Fluttershy added.
Oh, but not all of them, of course.
Dash looked at Cal funny for a few seconds, then shrugged.
Hey, if it helps him learn, I won't say anything. I got weird ways of learning too.
I'll check in ever so often to see how everything's going.
Applejack declared.
And if I have to, I'll take over for you, if you need a break. In fact, I'd better do that anyway. He needs to be with family, even if we are busy.
Relax, AJ.
Dash assured her.
Me and Fluttershy got this. Just get your work done and we'll take care of everything.
Applejack forced herself not to frown.
I sure as heck hope so.
She thought worriedly before turning to Cal.
Be good for Fluttershy. Now don't be upset when I'm gone. I'll be back to check on you when I can, you hear?
You hear? Okay.
Cal then reached out and hugged his sister, and Applejack returned it. Fluttershy nodded assuredly, but Dash shrugged.
Like I said, we got this. It'll be a breeze.
She stopped and turned to Fluttershy when she tapped her shoulder and saw a serious, pleading look in her teal eyes. That look alone told Dash that this was not a trifling matter. Dash turned back to Applejack and nodded as well.
Would you like another acorn, Mr. Squirrel?
Fluttershy asked politely. The squirrel chittered and nodded, and Fluttershy took an acorn from the bowl on their picnic basket and passed it to him. Next to the squirrel, 2 field mice squeaked and nibbled on a block of cheese. 3 orioles pecked at a bowl of seed, and Winona took big bites from her dog bowl. Tank sat next to Rainbow Dash, chewing on a leaf, and Cal sat between Dash and Fluttershy. He looked excited and was vigorously petting Angel's head, ears, and back. Naturally, Angel looked highly displeased.
Come on, Fluttershy.
Dash groaned.
It's a beautiful day out there. Bright sun, no clouds. It's perfect flying weather.
Now, nothing too awfully exciting for Cal here.
Fluttershy advised before turning to him.
Are you having a lovely time, Cal?
Cal giggled when Angel shook after another hard head rub.
It's funny.
Fluttershy smiled.
Yes, Angel's a bunny. Isn't he cute?
Is he cute? Aww.
Cal fawned over Angel, still petting him a bit too hard. After a few more seconds, though, Angel got fed up and hopped away, stopping on Fluttershy's other side and crossing his stubby paws in protest. Cal tried to follow, but Angel just kept hopping out of his reach, knocking over the bowl of acorns as he hopped. A few seconds of chasing later, Cal began to voice his frustration.
Bunny. Bad bunny.
I know, Cal. I know.
Fluttershy assured him.
Angel Bunny can get grumpy sometimes, but he's not being mean.
He just doesn't want you petting him so hard, kid. Ease up a little, all right?
Oh, Rainbow Dash, it's not his fault. He doesn't understand.
Fluttershy approached Angel and attempted to coax him.
Angel, I know Cal is a little too eager, but he just wants to play with you. He wants to be your friend. Please give him a chance.
Angel glanced at Fluttershy with an irritable glint in his eye.
Please.
Angel turned away.
Pretty please with a carrot on top?
Angel merely turned towards Cal and blew a raspberry at him before hopping away from the picnic area. Rather than be angry or offended, however, Cal merely giggled and mimicked the sound. Fluttershy, however, was not amused.
Angel Bunny!
She gasped and hovered ahead of Angel, landing in his path.
I'm surprised at you. That's no way to treat your friends, especially ponies like Cal. Now you apologize to him right now.
Angel glared angrily at Fluttershy, as if daring her to make him. Fluttershy merely glared back, dealing that silent dare right back at him. Normally she would have folded, but this was a situation involving a young pony with a serious condition. Fluttershy had promised herself to draw the line where Cal was concerned, and this was the time. The battle of wills continued, with Fluttershy not budging an inch. Finally, Angel pouted, hopped back over to Cal, and rubbed his head against the colt's left front hoof.
Yay!
Good boy, Angel,
said Fluttershy warmly before approaching Cal.
Now remember, be gentle with the bunny. Bunny doesn't like it when you pet him too hard, okay?
She demonstrated, gently placing her hoof on Angel's head and sliding it down his neck and back. Angel looked pleased. His foot thumped against the ground a few times at the pleasant feeling. Cal giggled again and tried it himself, reaching his hoof out to a suddenly panicking Angel.
Remember, Cal.
Fluttershy advised.
Gently with the bunny.
Gently.
Cal repeated, staring at Angel in fascination. He then reenacted Fluttershy's method, gently putting his hoof on Angel's head and running it down his back. Dash observed the whole thing, still fascinated and confused at the same time.
This is just too weird,
she blurted.
I know he seems strange to you, Rainbow Dash.
said Fluttershy as she guided Cal's shaky petting hoof.
But Cal has feelings too. Even if he doesn't always show them, he has them.
She then spoke up to Cal when his petting got too hard again.
No, Cal. Remember, gently with the bunny.
Gently. Bunny?
Fluttershy nodded and patted Cal on the head.
Very good, Cal.
Ah.
Dash glanced at Cal, still puzzled, while Angel stood under Cal's hoof, alternating between smiling and grimacing at the ever-changing pressure of Cal's petting.
Is that all? Yeah, that's all. I'm going to stop it here. I think that the rest is just... maybe I will stop it here. So you can see some other stuff that he done. But the reason why this is actually my favorite episode is that it almost mirrors a picnic that I actually have with one of my family members. So this is actually why it's my favorite episode. And also I really do feel like the episodes really show how to handle the Carl, and also really still like the voice acting. I really do feel like AJ does a good job as Cal in this one. Some of the sound here in the last part was a little bit hard, or there was some additional noise. I don't know if that was a part of the story or it was something that was not supposed to be there, but I don't mind. I also liked before all of the picnic stuff and the way that Applejack is actually handling, stuff with Cal. It's going to be too much for her, but she's still, trying to protect him because he's family and stuff like that. But sometimes even the, artistic they shouldn't get away with everything, right? But I understand this with the picnic, and I am very sure that it's a good lesson to learn, even though that you are not. Sometimes it's very healthy to you to actually look at what others are doing and try to do it as they do, or how to say that. But I really enjoy these reactions. Tomorrow I'm going to react to the chapter 5, the fight. I must say this one is my favorite episode. The next one I don't like that much, but I will still react to it, and we'll just see what happens. But do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of yourself and your loved ones, and that is actually all. Yeah, okay, bye.